Finally, I left work. On my way home now.
You mean you just finished? I thought you said you'd leave earlier today.
I had to cover for a part-timer who's out sick. She got the flu. I was planning to go to the beauty parlor. Too late for that now.
That's too bad. I know sometimes how busy you guys are at the restaurant. Weekends are crazy.
Yeah, so, Matt? Too exhausted to cook. How about Uber Eats tonight?
Well, I'm going out tonight. So, no supper for me.
Is that so? Grabbing beer with guys from work?
Right. You know how they are.
But didn't you have a party with them just a while ago? You get together like all the time. Is there something going on?
No, nothing's going on. You absolutely have nothing to worry about.
You're not gambling again, are you? Behind my back? Blowing it on the slots or at the track? Forget you lost 10 grand on the horses? I begged you to cut down then. I'm not saying you must completely give it up, but we're not millionaires, you know?
Hey, no worries. I haven't gambled for almost a year now. I learned my lesson. I realized it's much more enjoyable to see people. You know, getting together and having some fun.
Oh, okay. That's good. But don't drink too much.
I know, don't worry. Just a couple of beers and I'll come home.
What time are you seeing them?
About 7:30. Some guy got tied up and is working his day off. We thought maybe he'd like a late start.
Huh, poor guy.
Well, I still have some time before I leave. Maybe I'll take a nap. Didn't sleep much last night. Kinda feeling sleepy.
Well, you stayed up to play games.
What can I say? It was my day off. Oh, and don't wake me up when you come home.
Fine. I'll leave you alone.
Thanks. I'll go take a nap.
Okay. Sleep tight. Hey, honey bun. I finished my seminar paper earlier than I thought. Submitted it already. I think I can meet you sooner. How about you, honey? Can you see me a little earlier? I just can't wait to see you. Hey, Matt, say something. I know you've read my texts.
Sorry, I was driving.
I said I finished my paper already. I'm a good girl, huh?
Sure. I'm proud of you, Mia.
Well, having a bad day or something?
What do you mean?
You sound different. There's something wrong.
You think so?
I can tell something's different. How about that's my girl? Am I not gonna get that? Well, yesterday you said I was your dream girl. I can still see that in your texts.
Sorry. Having a bit of a tough day.
Oh, poor baby. So worried about you.
But I'm already starting to feel better talking to you. I should thank you, cutie pie.
Yay! My baby is back!
So, you went to school today, huh?
I know it's the weekend, but I had to submit the paper. Actually, the deadline was yesterday. So I talked to the professor, begging for one more day to finish. Didn't I tell you all that? Did you forget?
Right, sorry.
You weren't listening to me, were you? Were you even there?
Of course I was. Just love-struck, baby. You're drop-dead gorgeous.
Oh.
Was that too much?
That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard! Nothing makes me happier than when you say I'm pretty. I'm so happy. Feel like dancing right now.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Well, you say I'm pretty like every day. But the way you said it was a bit different today. It's a nice surprise to see a different side of you, baby.
Yep. I got many ways to please you, cutie pie. I can be interesting if I want to, you know.
Oh, baby. I fall in love with you every day.
Anything for you, sweetheart. So, do you want to meet a bit earlier?
That'd be perfect. Can't wait to see you, honey bun. Is everything okay, though? You know, you're a wife and all.
No problem. She thinks I'm going out drinking with the guys. Even if she gets suspicious. Gambling is the only other thing.
So sad. Kind of feel sorry for the old girl.
I know, right? So, 6 o'clock is okay?
Sure, fine by me. Where to meet? The usual place? Or I can swing by your station if you want. We can meet a bit earlier that way.
Well, isn't that risky? Someone might see us together. It's my neighborhood, you know?
You worry too much. She'll never catch us. Not with those rose-colored glasses on. Wouldn't it be wild to meet in your neighborhood? Come on, it'll be fun. She's so stupid. No idea what's going on right under her nose. Dinner all alone. I think that's hilarious.
Naughty girl. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. That's why I'm crazy about you. My wife bores me to death. Since I met you, I feel young all over again.
I know, baby. So, it's a date.
Alright, I'll be waiting for you at the ticket gate for the northern exit.
Great! It's gonna be super exciting!
Yeah, can't wait to see you.
My train is here. The door's taking forever to open.
Take it easy, baby. I'm not going anywhere. Just waiting for you right here.
Heading for the gate. Can't wait to give you a big hug.
Me too, sweetheart. Me too.
I see the gate now. Here now. Where are you? I don't see you. Where are you?
Oh, I'm standing right in front of your face. Can you see me? In the pink skirt?
What? Hello, Mia. So nice to finally meet you. I'm June, Matt's wife. Hey, Matt. Waiting for you forever. I'm getting tired. Hey, am I being stood up? Maybe I should just go home. Where are you?
So sorry, I just woke up.
Were you asleep?
I took a nap and overslept, I guess. I'm very sorry. I'll be there ASAP. Please wait for me.
Oh, you're a sleepyhead. So sound asleep, huh?
I stayed up playing a game last night. I was having a great dream. You were there in my dream. Such a sweet dream that I didn't want it to be over. Will you please wait for me, cutie pie?
How can I say no to you? I could wait forever just to see you.
You're beyond amazing. Let's have a special dinner. My treat.
Sounds good. And then what? What about after dinner? Dinner date and then...
You don't have to ask. You know what's gonna happen. Reserved a room. It's gonna be pretty luxurious. I can make you feel wonderful there.
Oh, behave, handsome.
Hey, why don't you wear the Christmas present from me?
What present?
You know what I'm talking about. The lacy underwear I gave you. Put it on for me tonight.
Are you sure? Can't remember the last time you gave me a present. Whoops! Slip of the tongue! When was the last time you gave me such a nice present, handsome?
What do you mean, slip of the tongue?
What are you saying?
Was that a typo? You sounded odd.
No typo. Can't you tell who you're texting, baby? Hey, by the way, are you gonna ever get ready? My legs are starting to get numb sitting here in the car.
What car? Wait, are you in a car?
Yep, waiting in the car. Just waiting for you to wake up.
What? I don't get it. Aren't you waiting where we plan to meet?
Anything wrong, darling? You sound nervous.
Give me a sec. My wife should be home by now, but she isn't around. But I can see her car on the street.
Yeah? So?
I was busy texting and didn't read the old messages. What are the messages sent on my phone an hour ago? I didn't write them. You are Mia, right?
Of course I'm Mia, Maddie boy. Who else can it be?
Mia never calls me that. Is this June?
Hey, you got me. So clever, Maddie boy.
What's going on? How are you texting me from her phone right now?
Why don't you put two and two together? I'm with her now. While you're sleeping like a baby, Mia texted you.
Wait, what? Did you snoop on my phone? It was locked. I always lock my phone.
Oh, I know, which is why I used your fingerprint to unlock it. I wouldn't have, but I saw Mia's name had a bunch of hearts and kissy face emojis next to it.
That's an invasion of privacy.
Whatever. Don't pretend like you're innocent. I couldn't believe what I was reading.
So you pretended to be me? That's not right.
What are you gonna do about it? I knew you'd come up with some stupid excuse if I just saw the name in your phone. I had to talk to her. She ate up everything I said pretending to be you. Thanks to Mia, I learned so much about you and what you are capable of. I also heard all the very colorful things your little princess said about me.
Don't call her names.
Me? That's nothing compared to what she said about me. Hag and old bat. But that's nothing compared to what I found when I scrolled up to earlier conversations you two had. You two enjoyed bad-mouthing me, huh? You piece of garbage.
Did Mia tell you all that?
We had a nice long chat, woman to woman. While you're sleeping like a baby.
So, you've been in the car talking until I got up? Just you and Mia?
That's right, genius. I picked her up at the station and brought her back. That gave her plenty of time to come clean and tell me what's been going on.
Why don't we all talk this out? All three of us. Let's sort things out together.
What's there to sort out? Everything seems pretty clear to me. Besides, I wanted to know her side of the story, and now I do. I bet you weren't expecting to wake up to this, were you?
What do you mean? What did she tell you?
She? You mean your cutie pie? The girl you called your dream girl earlier? Why don't you talk to me the way you talk to her?
Well, you got it all wrong, June. We're kind of joking. It didn't mean a thing.
Hey, don't worry, Maddie boy. No need to be embarrassed. I'm not judging you. My only concern is how everyone would feel about your plan to spend a night with a college student.
So Mia told you?
Yep. Your little girlfriend told me everything. I had no idea my husband was a cheater. I knew something was going on. You're out a lot recently, and I just thought maybe you were gambling again. But a college student? What a nasty surprise. I actually would have forgiven you if it were gambling. Not for this, though.
Well, this is a sort of... You know, she was interested in dating an old guy, and I was only curious to see what it's like to, you know, hang around with a young girl.
Do you think I care how it started? What matters now is your secret is all revealed.
June, I'm so sorry.
Well, Mia wants to text you. Hold on. Matt! Help me!
Mia, are you alright? Did June hurt you?
No, she didn't.
Did she threaten you? Oh, it's all my fault. I'm so sorry, Mia.
She didn't threaten me or anything. She's been so calm, even smiling.
Smiling? Really?
She doesn't blame me about us. That's sort of creepy. Is she losing her mind? Come on, Matt. Come and get me. Keep me away from her.
Well, you know I can't do that. We just need to talk. All three of us.
Why talk? Why don't you just come and get me out of here? Are you afraid of your wife, Matt? Are you intimidated by your own wife?
No, of course not.
You seem so scared. I thought you never get scared. Are you gonna just let her do this to me?
Shut up. I'm not scared, all right. Hey, don't yell at her. She's just a kid. She's crying now. You can't make her cry like that. Not me. She said you're creeping her out. How can you say that? I've been so gentle with her this whole time. I've been so nice to her. Super polite and everything. Well, we'll just have to let her cry. So, Matt, what's the next move? I don't know. Maybe we'll just let it pass. You know she's only 19. Her parents are supporting her for her school and everything. And you're gonna leave me for her, right? No, never. It was just a mistake. Mistake, huh? I'm so willing to let her have you, Matty boy. Please don't call me that. I know I made a mistake. Oh, I can't call you Matty boy? How about Honey Bun? You can't try to sound like her. It's just unbearable. Well, I just wanted to make you feel young all over again. What? Are you being embarrassed? Yes. I'm the one who should feel embarrassed for marrying a guy like you. Well, I guess it's time that we all sit down and talk now. We're coming in now. You just stay there and wait for us. Okay, Honey Bun? Mia and I went in the house. We all sat and talked, all three of us. I've never seen such pale faces. I didn't raise my voice at all. Just my gentle smile somehow creeped them out. The divorce papers were submitted, and thanks to our prenup, Matt can't touch all the money I brought into the marriage. Being a college student living at home, Mia eventually had to tell her parents about what happened. Her parents hit the roof when they found out that their daughter was dating a married man. They apologized to me over and over, and now Mia needs permission from her parents for everything. Matt was so desperate and kept apologizing until he finally realized it wouldn't change a thing. But I did what I had to do. I needed people to be on my side. So I showed Matt's parents all their texts. Their jaws dropped, especially his younger sister. She looked so disgusted. I felt so satisfied when they said they didn't want to see his face for a while. Although I say satisfied, but of course I was still very angry too. But I must admit, the unexpected side of him and the way he lost his reputation was like a good joke.
Hey, Jack. You saw the divorce papers I left on the table for you, right? I've already signed them. You hurry up and sign them too, okay? Then get them to the courthouse as soon as possible.
Wait just a second, Zoe. What's going on? This is all happening so fast.
I'm not waiting. I want to get a divorce as soon as possible.
Tell me, Zoe, did I do something wrong? I've been racking my brain ever since I found these after getting back from work. And while I may not have been a perfect husband, I have no idea what I did to make you do this. So please, can you tell me why? If there's anything I can do to make our marriage work, I'll do it.
There's nothing you can do to make this work, Jack. We're done.
Even if that's true, just tell me why you... I honestly have no idea why you would do this to me. I won't be able to sleep at night unless you give me a reason.
Seriously, Jack? I was planning on doing you a favor and leaving you with your dignity intact, but if you insist on me taking even that from you, then I guess I'll oblige.
If you were really concerned about preserving my dignity, I don't think you would have left a stack of divorce papers on the table and left without saying a word.
Okay, well, don't say I didn't warn you. The reason I'm leaving you is your salary.
My salary?
When we got married, I thought you'd make a decent enough income, but holy smoke, was I ever wrong about that.
But, really? I mean, sure, I might not be making Elon Musk kind of money, but my salary is more than the national average.
Yep, there it is. I was waiting for that. We have completely different concepts of our finances. Money may not be the most important thing in the world, but it is really important for married couples to be on the same page. But with a gap in understanding as big as ours, there was no way this was ever going to last very long. It was only a matter of time that our relationship would end like this.
I definitely see where you're coming from. It's super important for couples to have shared values with things like money. But if that's really all that's wrong here, then can't we talk things out? I'm sure we could come to an understanding if we took some time to discuss it.
Sorry, but no thanks. I feel like I'm going to be the only one who ends up having to make any compromises, and I'm not interested in a marriage where I have to do all the sacrificing. I've already talked to my parents about this too, and they're totally on board with me divorcing you.
Wow. Let me think this over, okay?
Fine. You have 3 days to make up your mind.
What? 3 days? That's nowhere near enough time. You talk to your parents. I want to talk to mine about this too. Can't you give me more time than that?
Be grateful I gave you 3 days. I was gonna give you until tomorrow.
You got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not. And out of the kindness of my heart, I agreed to compromise again to give you 3 days. You know me. I don't like it when people keep me waiting for important things. 3 days is all you're gonna get.
I can't believe this, but okay. I'll talk to you again in 3 days.
Okay, 3 days is up, Jack. Did you sign the divorce papers yet? Remember to take them to the courthouse with you.
Yeah, I signed them. And I have them with me right now.
Good. By the way, my parents and I are going to go to the courthouse with you.
You are? Why?
Sounds like they want to have a little word with you before we're officially over. I bet they're going to tear into you about being a poor loser.
Poor? Come on, Zoe. I told you before, my salary is above the national average. We're upper middle class, not poor.
Would you please give it up already? We're getting divorced, and that's final. No amount of whining and pleading from you can change my mind.
Unreal. All right, I'll meet up with you all in front of the courthouse at 1. Hey, Sienna, you got a sec?
What's up, bro?
Would you stop calling me that? You're my little sister, not my college roommate. Anyway, you're free now, right?
You kidding me? I'm bored out of my mind. Classes are still out for the summer, my boyfriend's working, and none of my favorite Instagram accounts have any new content out, so yeah, I've got nothing to do.
Perfect. What would you say about going to the courthouse with me today?
The courthouse? Wait, this is about your divorce, yeah? How does this involve me?
Zoe just texted and said that her parents are going to go with me when I turn in the divorce papers. Something seems, I don't know, off. So I was wondering if you could come along with me, disguise yourself so they won't know it's you, and listen into our conversation so I have a witness.
Frankly, I would rather sit here doing nothing than play detective with you.
I'll give you $100.
Detective Sienna here, reporting for duty, sir.
Well, that's what I thought you'd say. Okay, you know the park out in the back of the courthouse? Meet me there at 12:30.
That park's pretty big. Where should I meet you?
You remember the big swing set we used to play on when we were kids? How about there?
Gotcha. See you then. Hey, Jack. Thanks for submitting the divorce papers like a good little boy.
Yeah, sure, whatever. By the way, are you sure you're okay with no property division? We were only married for half a year, but I think you'd be entitled to get about $2,000 or so for me. Do you really not want it?
$2,000? It's not worth the trouble. And the divorce was my idea and all, so you can go ahead and keep that as my parting gift to you.
Yeah, nice parting gift. Well, if that's what you really want, I guess that means we're done then.
Yep, bye-bye.
Thanks for tagging along, Sienna. You were a big help. I'm sorry I had to go and get you involved in this. It's my problem, not yours.
Hey, for $100, I'll get involved in any trouble you want me to.
You always would do just about anything for money.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. But I gotta hand it to you, Jack. You saw right through them, didn't you? The very moment you handed off that stack of papers to the courthouse clerk, she said, phew. Now I don't have to worry about him finding out about my affair anymore. She said it pretty quietly, so you probably couldn't hear her, but I was standing right behind them, so I heard it all loud and clear.
You really earned your $100, Sienna. You started recording them with your camera just in time to get all the dirty details on tape. That makes my next step way easier.
Your next step, huh? What are you gonna do now?
Hiring a private detective. He might have a tough job ahead of him, since I'll need him to look into past affairs in addition to current ones. But it's what I'll need to do in order to have hard proof to use against her.
Okay, have fun with that. Let me know if there's anything I can do.
Nah, you've done more than enough for me already. Tell you what, once things settle down around here, I'll take you out to have a nice dinner one night.
Free food? I'm in.
And you can even bring your boyfriend too if you want.
Wow, you're feeling generous today.
He is dating my little sister after all. Gotta keep tabs on him too.
Jeez, you're starting to sound like Dad. Hey, you've got some explaining to do, Jack. We just got back from submitting our marriage certificate from the courthouse, and this strange person I've never met before asks me if my name is Zoe, then hands me this massive envelope. And when I opened it up, it said, "You're suing me?" What is your problem, Jack?
I heard through the grapevine that you were going to get married today. Congratulations. I hope the two of you are very happy together.
You can cut the sarcasm, Jack. Listen up and listen good. We are divorced. That means I can do whatever I want with whoever I want. So what makes you think you have the right to sue me? I don't know what internet forum you got your legal advice from, but you can't sue someone for remarrying after divorcing you. I get it, you're still in love with me and want me to get back together, but I'm telling you for the last time, that is never going to happen.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. I'm not suing you for remarrying. I'm suing you for your affair. The one you admitted to, remember?
What are you talking about?
I guess you didn't notice, but I wasn't alone on the day you and your parents came with me to submit the divorce papers at the courthouse. I had an acquaintance come along just in case, and that acquaintance heard the entire conversation you had with your parents in secret. Most importantly, they heard you saying that you didn't need to worry about me finding out you had an affair.
No way!
Of course, just overhearing that alone wouldn't be enough to win a court case against you. So I hired a private detective to do some more digging for me. I was concerned at first, but I didn't know if you were still having the affair or if it was ongoing, meaning there might not be any way to catch you. But then, I got help from a very unexpected source.
I don't like where this is going.
You said the envelope was thick, right? There should be 2 other envelopes inside of it. One for me, and one from your new husband's ex-wife.
Huh? Oh, you're right, there's one more in here.
She had been suspecting her husband was having an affair for quite some time, and she had been gathering mountains of evidence against him. She was generous enough to provide me with all the evidence that she had. Thanks to that, I was able to finally make my move against you today. So tell me, Zoe, how does it feel to get sued by your ex-husband on the day that you got married?
No way. You mean you actually waited until the day we got married to do this? On purpose?
Your new husband's ex-wife was the one who came up with the idea. And it seemed so hilarious to me that we teamed up and coordinated it.
I don't believe this. You are such a scumbag, Jack!
Yeah, I don't want to hear that from you. You're the one who decided to carry on an illicit affair rather than have the decency to divorce me.
But we're divorced now, aren't we? And you didn't know about my affair when I divorced you, so what's the problem?
Here's an opportunity to give you a legal lesson. It turns out that by law, I can still sue you for infidelity after our divorce as long as the infidelity was discovered within 3 years of the date our divorce was finalized. So yeah, I can 100% sue you.
Really?
I'm sorry, did I foil your perfect plan? Did you think that you could get away with what you did scot-free as long as you divorced me before I found out? Well, it doesn't work that way, Zoe.
No. So, you're really gonna sue me? Like, for real?
Let me put it this way. You see the dollar amount on page 4 of the stack of papers I sent you? You should operate under the assumption that you're gonna have to pay me an amount pretty darn close to that.
Oh no. Well, whatever. Unlike you, my new man's the kind of guy who can pay for something like this with no trouble. I may have made a slight miscalculation, but it's not gonna be that much of a problem.
Is that so?
Yeah, it is so. He's a big shot in a wedding consultancy company. His salary is way more than yours ever was or ever will be. He's got talent, ambition, money, power, the total package. Some low-tier nobody like you isn't even in the same universe as him.
Ah, now I get it. I was kind of baffled by your parents' response to all this. I would have thought they'd tell you off when they found out about your affair, but no. They actually became accomplices in hiding it. I guess they were so thrilled about the prospect of gaining some wealthy guy as their new son-in-law that they made a terrible mistake.
Mistake? What are you talking about? This is totally the right move for me and them. It's a complete win for everyone. My husband's a big shot businessman. And starting today, I'm gonna live the spoiled and pampered lifestyle I deserve.
Hey, about that. I don't think your husband's gonna be any sort of big shot for much longer.
What? Why not?
Think about it. He's an executive in a wedding consultancy company, Zoe. If word gets out that one of the company execs was involved in a salacious affair, what effect do you think that would have on the company's business? Did you really think there wouldn't be any consequences at all for what you two did?
Wait, so he's gonna get fired?
You'll have to talk to him about that. I'm going by deduction here. I'm not privy to the internal workings of his company. It just seems like the most likely outcome would be a combination of demotion and pay cut, at least. I'd say him getting fired isn't totally out of the question either, though.
How can you be so relaxed about this? My lifestyle is on the line here.
Your lifestyle, not mine. As long as you pay whatever settlement we agreed on for my lawsuit, whatever happens to the two of you after that is none of my concern.
Hey, about that. I was looking at the papers and, well, there were a lot of zeros in the amount you're suing us for.
That shouldn't be a problem for your husband, right?
But
You can talk about the finer details of the settlement with my lawyer, and he'll be contacting you soon. As for me, I no longer have any reason to speak to you, so anything you want to say to me, you can say to him.
wait. I've been doing some thinking, and maybe getting divorced isn't such a good idea after all. What do you say, Jack? It's not too late for us, right? We can work things out. I get it, Jack. The reason you're suing me like this is to scare me into taking you back. You're still in love with me, and as long as those feelings are there, anything is possible. We can be a couple again. It'll be great. I'll be your devoted wife, and you can be my doting husband. I'll even think about not nagging you about your low salary anymore. Jack, are you there?
A few days after that last exchange, my lawyer told me that Zoe still wants to try to get back together with me. As I predicted, her husband got fired from his company after that, and she divorced him that very day. But like I said, her life isn't my problem anymore, so I told my lawyer to just ignore her and keep negotiating the settlement. As for me, I put in a transfer request to my company after the divorce was finalized, which was accepted, so I'll be moving across the state within the next few weeks. I also heard my sister's boyfriend propose to her the other day. He seems like a really upstanding guy, so I'm sure he'll take care of her. My lawyer finally reached a settlement with my wife and her new ex-husband yesterday, and they'll be starting monthly payments next week. Obviously, my ex-wife doesn't have that kind of money, so her parents are selling their house and borrowing the rest from relatives. The last I heard, they were all living together in a cheap one-room apartment and working day and night in order to make ends meet.